Right, the first thing we need to do is to log into the eBusiness Suite application. And we need to find some information about the page that we need to run. Okay, now the page we need to run belongs to iExpenses. So this is the iExpenses responsibility. I'm going to click on iExpenses responsibility, and once that page opens, I will try to capture a few bits of information. Okay, the first thing I need to capture is the username, which is operations. Password, I know the password, that's fine. I need to know the responsibility short key or responsibility key for iExpense responsibility. Okay, and I need to know the application short name, right? And then I need to know the function name / page name and any optional parameters, right? If we have all these details, then we should be able to run the page, run the iExpenses page in JDeveloper. Okay, so let's wait for the page to load first. Right, so this is a page which has been run from the application. Let's scroll down, click on about this page, and let's make a note of a few things. The name of the function name is, well, function name equals this, right? The name of the actual page being run is this, and if we click on the page context, I can see that the responsibility is this, and the application short name is SQL AP, right? So I've got all the information now, and I can go ahead and create the project. But before I create the project, I would need something for my classes and for my projects. In my classes, I would like to have the runtime classes, and in my projects, I would like to have the pages. Okay, so what I need to do is to go to putty, R1211. So the first thing I do is to go to $JavaTop/Oracle/apps. Okay, and I will create a tar file, tar minus cbf ap_java.tar ap_java.tar.ap/tar. I don't need the verification, so that's how I create my tar file. Okay, so if I check, I've got the tar file here, and let's FTP that tar file to my classes. So this is my classes, and within my classes I have Oracle apps. Okay, so I go in here, I download the jar file. Once the jar file, the tar file has been downloaded, I can go to Windows Explorer, and in the Windows Explorer, I can go and unzip this. Right click and extract here. This should create a directory called AP, which means effectively this is equivalent to $JavaTop/Oracle/apps/AP on the server side. And that's going into the JDev user home, my classes, Oracle apps, AP. Right, here it is, the AP directory is getting created. Once that has been done, let's also bring the pages, which is in $AP_top. Okay, from AP_top we need to go, we'll find a directory called MDS. So let's create a zip of that as well, tar minus cf ap_mds.tar/mds. this creates a tar file for the pages, right? So I copy this directory and I go into here, and this one I need to bring into my projects /Oracle/apps. Okay, so I right click and download. Once this has been downloaded, I will right click, extract here. So what I'm doing here is I'm bringing the pages, the page definitions from the server onto the desktop, right? And that's created a directory called MDS. I know it should be renamed, and it will be renamed to AB. Okay, so if I just go into that, I should be able to see all my pages in accounts payable. Okay, so I've got my Java files and also the XML files for the pages. Now the next thing for me to do is to create a workspace and a project. So I'm going to say new OA workspace, and I'll call it run from XX, run from JDev. Okay, click on next, and I'll create a project which is XX iExpenses oracle.apps.ap. You can give any default package here, right? My DBC file is going to be in the DBC folder, which is DBC files this. My username is operations, and my application short name is the application short name is SQL AP. And I have some parameters. I need to find some parameters which I need to pass, the default parameters that must be passed. What I can do is I can execute a query for this function. This is the name of the function I found out, right? So this function, I can find the definition of this function from SQL+. So this is my SQL connection. Select star from fnd from functions, where function underscore name equals this. And what I can do is I can use this information to find the default parameters I must pass. Okay. So my default parameters are going to be, these are my default parameters being passed to the page. Okay, so I can go back to JDeveloper and I can copy paste the default parameters here and click on finish. So this has created a project for me. So I can, because I need to run a specific page, I can go to the project properties, and in the project properties I can go to project contents and set myself to that specific. So this is my project content. I can click on add Oracle apps AP. I need to OIE web UI home PG, right? I select that, and now I should be able to run the page. I right click and I run the page. Okay, when I run the page I get an error message, and the error message is not clear. Okay, this is my